Today we're going to make this card, inspired by a card I saw by Anita Masserero. I'm not sure that's how you say her name, but I will link her YouTube video. I haven't watched it, but it was enough for me to see the card she posted and the description that she embossed the back using the stylus tip for the Take Your Pick tool. You can use the same one that comes with the Simply Scored. I did that the first time until I found my stylus tip for the Take Your Pick tool. But it's really cool. And we're going to use the Frames and Phrases stamp set, the Stylish Shapes dies, and then I'm also going to use some rhinestones. And you're going to want to use, I think it's best to use the bigger tip, so you can see this tip. So maybe you can see the difference between the two tips. This one's bigger. When I use the smaller tip on this one, I poked right through the paper. So you have to be gentle. And it's really thick vellum. I don't think I've ever seen vellum this thick before. I am able to use adhesive on the back of this and it doesn't show through. I used tape runner, I used liquid glue on this card, and it does not show through. I'm shocked. So I'm going to start with this pattern. I just picked a section of the overall pattern, and this is, let's see, 2 1/4 by 3 1/2. And this is a piece of white fun foam. You can get it at your local craft store, Walmart. I chose white because when I put it on here, I can still see it. If you use black or something, if you have better eyesight than I do, you can probably still see it then too, but I had a hard time. So this is how I'm doing it. I'm taking my stylus and I'm gently going around the edges. You have to be firm, but not too firm. I mean, you'll get the hang of it once you try it. And this would really work with any vellum. And it'll give you an embossed image, and plain vellum will turn white. This does not, it lightens, but mostly it just makes it pop up. And so I've gone around the edges, and then I'm also going in circles, firmly but not too firmly, pushing it. And then this is where I went wrong before. I am just dabbing it in the middle because I just want the dots. And so there it is. I don't know if you can see how it's raised, maybe there, but it's bumpy now. It's really cool. So I'm going to do all of these flowers. I'm not going to do the leaves just because I kind of like them in the background and I want the flowers to be the focus. I might fast forward once I get to a point where you've seen and you don't need to watch me do all of the little flowers. Okay, there's the next one. That just looks so cool to me. Let me do a little bit more here. And there we go. Yeah, it's going to be a little bumpy because you've done a lot of embossing on the back. I think the circular motion works better to give it the texture. And now I have a 2 1/2 by 3 3/4 piece of basic white cardstock that I'm going to attach it to. And I'm going to use liquid glue, which, as always, I have forgotten to clean out before the video. Because I never remember to close this one. I'm going to put it all the way around the edge, so some of that will flatten out, hopefully, and attach. And then what I learned on the last one is I think I like it if I put glue, whoops, in the centers also, so that those get down, and then definitely behind the leaves and just sort of around them to try and get, so you can tell the difference. Okay, I'm going to put that on my cardstock, and then I'm going to press down. Use my, well, we'll see if that works. Getting the edges to stay down is going to be more of a challenge because I did a lot of embossing on those too. Oh, that's pretty good. So there we go. I mean, it's really poofy. Maybe there you can see it. I didn't. There we go. Oh, yeah, I got the centers down. Okay. And now I'm going to do the purple strips. I did cut these so that they went in order, but we'll see if I kept them in order. I don't think I did. Maybe. Maybe not. Well, it doesn't really matter. They're going to have a little space in between them. So I'm going to put the first one on just using tape runner. And I'm using an 1/8 inch border-ish. And these strips are 1 inch by 4.5. And the background is 3.5 by 4 3/4. So I'm going to do the two edges, and then I'll do the middle. And this is, putting adhesive on like this is not something you can normally do with vellum. So if you have any other kind of vellum and you're trying to use a tape runner on the back or liquid glue, it's going to show through. I am shocked. Shocked, I tell you. This does not show through. It is that thick. It is really, really thick. Okay. Gonna line that up, try and get it straight. Anybody else have a hard time getting things straight when there's lines like that on there that are just not straight? It's very hard. Okay. I'm just gonna put that right on my card base. And I'm using the new Hydrangea Hue. First time I've used it. It's really pretty. This week I've had a few ideas floating in my head on what to do for today, but none of them were really working out. So we ended up with this, which started from sketch 1 of Kendra's Card Challenge number 22, and then I kind of modified it because hers didn't have the white piece here. And I wanted a little bit more than just, I didn't want the vellum to be on the background because I like the colors coming through with white behind it. It shows more of a true color. There we go. Just gonna center that as best I can with wobbly lines. Okay. Now this I am going to die cut, but the first time I die cut the two pieces and then tried to put them together, and I think it might work better if I just put them together and then die cut. So I have a 1 inch by about 4 inch piece that I will die cut. But before I start the die cutting, I am going to stamp. Oh, and the new magnetic stamp pads. I'm still getting used to them. It's sometimes hard to go back to felt when you've been using foam for a while. Give it some good time to try. Oh, I got little fuzzies there. Okay. I think I got fuzzies on it. We'll clean that off. I'm not sure where I got the fuzzies from. But at least I cut a big enough piece of cardstock. There we go. That'll even out as it sits. And now it's time to die cut. I am using these stylus shapes, as I said, but this is how I put them on my board, which made me laugh because to me that looks like a weird smiley face or a face of some kind. I thought it was funny when I looked at that. Okay, so we've got the sentiment, and then my circle, which barely fits. I have my scrap piece here. Take that down, and then my banner just to be decorative. This is probably my most used die, and it's getting warped for so much use. Okay. Run that through. Run it back, and I'm hoping that the banner will cut in the one pass. It might need another because there's 2 layers on it. Let's do it over there. That's good. It may have been fine the first time. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, so then we've got our decorative banner, our outline, and our sentiment. There's a little excess adhesive on there. And then it's just putting it together. I'm going to layer my circles. And I wanted it off the corner here. And instead of trying to figure out where on the circle to put it, I just stick my dimensionals. Whoops. I didn't want to cut that one yet. My dimensionals in the corner here. And then a little adhesive on this side. Oh, forgot I need you first. We'll put that down. Okay. A little adhesive on you. I'll stick it on around here. I liked it hanging off the edge. And then, okay, yeah, I got those off. Stick this on. I was lining up the Fabulous with the green line. Oh well, it's down now. I wanted it over a little bit more, but that's okay. Oh, and my jewels. I'm going to use all small ones because that's what I have left on this one. I'm trying to use it up. Put a few around. Oops. And there. So there we go. My card embossing the back of the Berry Botanical product of the month. Thanks for watching.